Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and I'm back today with my October layout share. So before I get into it, I just wanted to give a quick update on my arm because I have got lots of messages from you guys wanting to know what the doctor said. Pretty much they said that they only found a hairline fracture roughly in the same area where it was last year, and but it seems to be healing okay. They think that I may have tore one of my muscles that runs up the back of my arm to my shoulder. So they're going to do an MRI on that, and they prescribed me steroids so that hopefully if it is torn, it can start healing. They said that it could be torn in half, but they don't think it is because I can still move my arm some, and they think it's just a small tear and not complete, because if it's complete, they would have to do surgery. And so, otherwise, I'm doing okay. Pretty much no lifting over 5 pounds, baby it for a while like I did last year. So, thank you guys for your concern and messaging to ask how I'm doing. It's going good. I felt like that was good news. So, for October, I did all fall and Halloween layouts. So, y'all know that my goal is to get to 1,000 pictures scrapped for the year. So I totaled everything up. I didn't use as many swap items as I did last month in September. Last month, in September, I used 156 swap items, and this month, I only used 102. But to use more than 100, that is a win for me, because I still pulled out and used lots of swap stuff. Okay, so my total pages in October was 41, so that's good. And because I did 37 in September, so I did a few more pages. And for pictures, pretty much in September I used 107 pictures. In October I used 118 pictures. So that is amazing to me. That puts me at 341 pages for the year so far, and 897 pictures. So I'm so close to my goal. I only need 103 more pictures, and I think I can do it. I mean, even if I only did like 51 in, November and 52 in December, I'll be good. Like, I'll make my goal. So I have high hopes, even though I'm taking some time off for November, that I can reach my goal. So I will just run through and show you guys all the layouts that I did. This was my day one that I did. And even though they were summertime pictures of us going to get ice cream, since it was zombie ice cream, that's the name of the business, I went with a spooky theme. Loved it. I did 30 days of sketches, as y'all know, if y'all have watched. So all of these are from Sketches. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to lay them behind me. Okay. Here is day 2. And it was this layout of Brooke at the sunflower field. And I used up some things that I created for a swap. And I love it. I love this sketch. I know I will go back and do it again. So, this one is day 3. And this one was Thanksgiving last year with the family. My blessings. Some days it doesn't feel that way, but I know that they are. And I used a cut file on this one, and the rub-ons from the Dollar Tree. This one was this day 4? Yes. Okay, this one was day 4. And this one was me using up pictures that got cut off during printing. They cut my head off, so I just trimmed them on down and decided to use them and do a layout about my feet, because I've had 3 foot surgeries, and of course I broke my good foot last year. But I just decided to focus on that and journal a little bit about it. You know, my feet have traveled many paths through 3 foot surgeries, good times, bad times, and all the times in between. We take our feet for granted so many times, but no matter what we go through, the Lord is with us and will always order our footsteps. And I truly believe that. So, that was that one, and I went with sunflowers since it was fall. Sorry for the sniffles, my allergies are kicking in today. Okay, this one was day 5. And like I said, all of these, every single layout this month has a process video if you want to go back and look. This one is us dressing up for the trunk or treat at church. This was in 2017, and I could not believe it has been that long. Like, that is crazy to me. It seems like a few years ago. But that was me with all of my friends. And then I have this cute one. This one was not part of the sketches. This one is Scrap-A-Sketch. This was my Scrap-A-Sketch layout I did for my design team, creative team, whatever you want to call it, this month. Using some of the printables from the Scrap-A-Sketch.com website. And if you decide you want to try out some of the printables, you can go on there and put in Shannon 10 in all caps, pretty much my name and the number 10, and you get 10% off of any printables or stencils they have on there. So Miss Mallory, I know, made this, but all of these are the printables other than these flowers, but all of this, the cute little owl and all of that, like, I love them. I love the printables. They're so cute. This is probably one of my favorite pages. This one was day 6. And this one is not Halloween. This was actually during spring break that we went to Universal Studios in Florida. And this was Brooke getting her wand at Ollivander's. Which was a big deal for her, and it was fun. And like, I like Harry Potter, but my favorite part is whenever he's like, "You're a wizard, Harry." So I put, "You're a wizard, Brooke," because I just thought that was funny. And, you know, my kids will get it because that's what we like to aggravate about. Okay, so then I did a 2-pager of Voodoo Donuts. And again, these were Universal pictures. They were not from fall or Halloween or anything, but I pulled some stuff out. I actually kept the box, the donut box that we got our donuts in, and I cut this out of it. This was the top of the box. You can still see a little bit of donut residue on there, but it's okay. And then this is the other part of the box and the flaps on it, and I just cut it out. And then this was on the side. You can see the boxes here. But I pretty much cut it up and used it as embellishments for the page because it was such a weird pink color to try to match up. So, super, super, super good donuts. I got the orange cream one, and it was fantastic. That's the only time I had ever even heard of Voodoo Donuts. Okay, so then I have this one. And this one was Blake and Brooke carving pumpkins. Neither one of them liked it. They don't like the smell of them. They think they're gross. They always have. But you can see it's a little freaky looking because of the paper I used. It's, what's it called? Not metallic, but I can't think of the word. But anyways, I used some of the paper. This is actually like from, I think, a mermaid paper pack or something. This one was day 8. I think the picture was 2014, but it's the only picture I had, even though it's really dark. It's not a very good picture, but it's a memory, so it goes in there. So there's that one. And then this one was my other Scrap-A-Sketch creative team layout. I did it, and it was of my birthday pictures from 2 years ago in was it 2020 or 2021? Let's see. My birthday was just Sunday. 42, so 41 and 22. Okay, so 2021. Not that it matters, not that y'all are keeping count, but I need to definitely write that on there somewhere because my memory is not the best. But I really like this sketch, and I used up lots of swap items. Every single thing was swap items from someone different. Okay. So then my next one is this pumpkin layout. And this one was day 9. And this was us carving pumpkins last year. And it's always fun. We always make a thing, have food. Usually we carve pumpkins and celebrate my birthday together. Since my birthday is only 2 days before Halloween. So, but I really like how this turned out. I did gut the paper. And that way I can still use it on a different layout. Just to stretch it a little bit further. Okay, my next one is this fall layout. And it's a 2-page. And this one was day 11. Was that one day 10? Did I say that? That was day 9. So, I must have them out of order. Okay, either way, I know I did all the days, plus some. But this is a fall layout of us painting pumpkins in, I wrote it on there and then it's covered up. 2022, I think it's because this came off. And I wasn't sure where it was supposed to go, so I put it back up here. But it may have went somewhere else in the original video. The stickers just come unstickied. So this is, like I said, the family, the kids, the grandbabies, us painting pumpkins. Something we like to do every year. We usually paint and carve, but this year pumpkins were pretty much non-existent, and we was able to find some little white pie pumpkins, so we painted those together this year. But okay, then this one is day 10. Okay, so those was in opposite. Those got reversed somehow. So this one was the Hocus Pocus layout of the Hocus Pocus party that we did last year. We did a viewing party for Hocus Pocus 2, and it was so much fun. We had all the little snacks and all that stuff. And all of these were from a swap. It was a page kit type swap, so they all came from the same person. And I think they turned out really cute. And I don't know if you can tell, but like, I put glossy accents on some of the bubbles. And it turned out really cute. Alright, next is this one, and this one is day 12. This one is my 2 oldest kiddos in 2011, dressed up as the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts. Used up lots of swap stuff, but I loved it. It was simple, but a very easy page. My next one was a 2-pager. And this one was day 13. And this one, of course, is from the sunflower field once again. I used some swap items up. I have sunflower field pictures for, I think, 4 years or something like that. And I'm being very selective about what I print nowadays. Whenever we go, because I don't need 500 pictures from one trip to the sunflower field. So, yeah. So this one was last year when me and my friend, that's like my sister, Tootie, went to the sunflower field. And this one was a very, very simple sketch. I let the paper do the work for me and just added some fussy cut flowers. But this one is day 14. So next up, this ended up being one of my favorites. My subscriber, Sean, sent me a box full of goodies that was Halloween and Harry Potter themed things. And these were pre-printed pages, but they were so close, like how they had the photos laid out and stuff. They were so close to the actual sketch that I decided to use them. And I absolutely love the way that they turned out. And I got to use my potion bottles that I made for my Temu video. I printed labels off. I printed labels off of online and just put them on my bottles. And then this stuff came from England, from Tamron. She sent me that stuff. And then these books that are dimensional actually came from the Dollar Tree. So, super cute. This one is day 16. This one was Thanksgiving last year. Sorry for the post-it, but it's of my youngest grandbaby, and she's not allowed to be on social media. But I used up the gnome paper from Close to My Heart and some of the things that I made for my Temu video. And I love how it turned out. I love a good block sketch. Like, I don't know why, I just do. But I don't do them unless, like, I find a sketch or something like that. Like, it's like a challenge. But to just do them, I don't really ever think of them that way. The next one, this one was day 17. And used up some swap items. These were from 2020. Of course, y'all know COVID shut down everything. But there was a church that did in your car trunk or treating, and you just drove around through their parking lot, and they gave candy. So that is what we did for 2020 for Halloween. So nobody really got to see the costumes because they were buckled in a car seat in the car. But they were super cute. Look at the cute little Minnie Mouse and the cupcake. Loved it, loved it. And of course we had Daddy Shark, which was Brooke. We found it at a thrift store and she just loved it and got it. And then Blake, I don't know what he was. One of the red characters. I don't know. I don't know what Marvel or... I don't know none of that junk, so, I don't know, maybe Iron Man or something, I don't know. Okay, the next one was day 18. This is another Harry Potter layout. This was of the phone booth at Universal. I used up lots of stuff that was gifted to me by Sean. Absolutely loved it. I loved how it turned out. I fussy cut some of the shapes from one of the papers and then popped them up so that it was dimensional. And I used a bear that I had. And then this came from a swap on Ginger's Corner. And I'm not sure why. like what it was for. But I was thinking I will never use a red telephone booth. And then when I started to do this, I was like, oh, I do have that. And so it was perfect. And I think it was actually supposed to be, because the little symbol up here is practically the same. So I think that it was actually a Harry Potter telephone booth. And then I used up tickets from the ticket swap on Ginger's Corner Facebook group. Alright, the next one is this one. This one is day 19. And it was a fall layout of us at Rock City Gardens on Lookout Mountain. And I love the fall colors, how it turned out. And it was really easy. It was a very simple layout using Vicki Boutin papers. This one I love, 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 love so much. This one was day 20. And this one is me and my hubby at Rock City. And it was in November, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, 2021. Someone had commented and asked if I made these flowers. I did not. They are Prima and Hobby Lobby flowers. I did add this bling. This was separate. They didn't have centers. And then I added metal. This was for another challenge, I think, and that's why I added metal. But I don't remember why I made this page. I didn't write it. Normally I write stuff on the back. I haven't showed this before, but on the back of my layouts, I write my name and the date that I made the page. And then I wrote what it's for. And like if it's for a hop, I'll write that also. And then I write what page number it is for the year, and then what picture number it is. So that way, that's how I keep track. And then, of course, after I'm done each month, I write it in a little notebook I have, like what my totals are. That way I can put my pages away in albums and not have to dig them out to figure out what number I'm on. So the next one was this page. This is day 21. And this was my oldest grandbaby, Kaylee, blowing bubbles. This was Thanksgiving 2020. So she has grown so much. Like, she started kindergarten this year and she looks so grown up. And it's hard to believe this was just 3 years ago. Like, it's just, I don't know. They grow up so fast, don't they? Alright, so then the next one, this one is day 22. This was another pre-printed papers from Sean, and they matched the sketch perfectly. I added these things. These was from Tamarin in England, and then this broom I think was made by Karen. And then this came from a swap on another group that I'm in, this owl. And this was pre-printed on the paper. And I put a flip-flap here so that I could just add more pictures of the train in. And this, of course, is the departures and arrival schedules. And then this is more of the train up close. And then I put this one because it shows more of it. That I don't want to have just 5 million pictures of the train because I have a lot and I managed to print most of them off, so I just wanted to add them in. I probably have enough to do another train page of where we're actually on the train. So those will be along at some point. So thank you again, Sean. These turned out to be some of my favorite pages, and normally I do not like printed pages. But these were fantastic, and it was amazing to me how well they worked out with the sketches. My next one was this one. This one's day 23. This was at Thanksgiving. My mom, my stepdad, my husband, and his mom. This was in 2021. Really easy. I used lots of rub-ons and then fussy cut a paper for the flowers and matted, and that was it. It was a very easy layout. Next up is day 24. This one had like a little sunburst on it, and when I saw it, I thought of sunflowers. So I cut my stuff down and turned it into flowers for me. Of course, more sunflower pictures. This is my oldest daughter, Miranda, and the mother of my 2 oldest grandbabies. So that was 2 years ago at the sunflower fields. And then this one is day 25. This was a Halloween party we did in 2012. So long ago. My babies are all grown up now. But I used lots of swap items on this. Did a mixed media background with some stamps that Sean sent me. And just used some scrap papers to just build up a little paper cluster behind the photo. And that was it. It was a really simple layout. Okay, next is this one. And this was Blake carving his pumpkin last year. This one was day 26. And it was very simple, just using paper, scrap papers, just to do it, and adding 2 borders and adding some swap items, and it was done. Very simple. But it looks like it took a lot of time. Okay. So next is this layout of my grandbabies playing in the leaves. This was on Thanksgiving, I think 2 years ago. This one was day 27. Used up lots of swap items, some Dollar Tree stickers of the leaves, a cut file, another piece of the cut file. I only had 1 cut file. Well, I could cut out. I have a Cricut, but I only cut out 1 cut file, but I cut it apart, and I think I used it on, I want to say 3 different layouts, and I still have some of it left. So this one was day 28. And this one is a layout, a double pager of me and my hubby at Coolidge Park in 2019. It was gorgeous there. I actually want to go back there this year and do some pictures before all the leaves fall, because we're at peak about right now. And it's gorgeous. And this one was just a bunch of paper layers. Pulling together stuff, a bunch of different manufacturers and all that to put it together. And then using some stickers and a few swap items. And then I have this one, and this one is Kaylee at the sunflower field. I think this one was 2, maybe 3 years ago now. This one was day 29, and I used some glitter washi. The lines are not straight, and it drives me crazy because it's all because I didn't cut the angle of my paper correctly. But I'd already done it, and I was like, you know what? It's going to be good enough. It's okay. So, it's done regardless. I do not go back and redo my pages. Okay, this is one of my favorites that I did. It's of my Laney Boo, and it's at the sunflower field, of course. This one was last year. But it looks like I did so much mixed media, and I didn't. It's just a sheet of paper, and it was actually more of a spring-themed floral paper. But it had oranges in it and yellows, so I thought this would work great. And then I fussy cut some flowers from a different pack, actually from 2 different sheets, and used this. And then I used some Halloween paper scraps that I had, and these are actually Christmas film strips from the new 49 Market Christmas line. But it turned out amazing. The only mixed media I did was doing some black watered down paint splatters on the background. after I was done. Sorry, I hit the camera. But yeah, it turned out great. And so last but not least is this one that I did. And this one was my birthday last year. And I used some swap items, but I did lots of mixed media, and I know it's hard to see. Let's see if I can get it to show up. But I used stamps and the mixed media gel crayon things, and they're metallic, and I can't get it to show up, but oh, you can see it a little bit right there. But they're metallic and really pretty, and I just rubbed them straight onto my stamp and watered it down and then stamped on here, and then I put some splatters, and I used a few other stamps to stamp the circles, but I love how it turned out. This was probably one of my favorites just overall, especially considering the fact that I don't really care for the color orange, and I had to do monochromatic because this was also for my Life on Paper's 500 subscriber hop. So yeah, so that is my 41 layouts that I did for October. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I would appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I will be back with some new things in November and December. I got to take some time to clean up, reorganize, cat-proof my den so that my cat can't keep on stealing my daubers and my tape and all the things. He's too smart for his own good. So until next time, bye y'all.